Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katie. I am the Introverted Reader, wearing the same hoodie as I was in the last video, but it's cold. Anyway, so I'm sorry this video is a little bit late, but this is my review on the October book club pick for the month of October, and that is A Beautiful Evil by B. Fitzgerald. I listened to this via audiobook. I just finished it this morning, and so, you all know, I've been screaming and crying about B. Fitzgerald's books for a while now. Girl, Goddess, Queen, I gave 5 stars. The End Crown's all I gave 5 stars. This one, I'm sad to say, I gave a 3 on the old Goodreads. This one did not hit the mark for me as the same way the other two did. Because with the other two, I immediately was like, this is a 5-star read. Like, the more and more I got into both of them, I was like, these are 5-star reads, these are amazing, these are wonderful. So, as y'all know, B. Fitzgerald, she takes the Greek myths and turns them around on their head and tells them from the perspective of the women in the story. And this one surrounds Pandora. You know, Pandora's box, you know her. I'm just going to sit her there so you can see her. Isn't she look beautiful? Anyway. So, Pandora, she was created by the gods from clay. And whenever she comes alive, the gods are basically like, oh, first of all, you are our creation, and we're going to take you down to earth to go and meet your husband. And she's like, husband? And and she has all the different attributes of all the gods gave her, you know, created her, her personality, whatever. And so they bring her down to earth to meet this man called Epimetheus. I think that's how I pronounce his name. The brother of Prometheus, just in case y'all didn't know. So anyway, they bring her down to meet him, and they're all like, here's your husband, enjoy, you two go ahead. And then as soon as the gods leave, Metheus is like, I do not recognize you as my wife. I'm not playing the gods game. I don't care what this is. I'm done. Good. Like, you know, he doesn't want anything to do with her whenever they first meet. And at first she's like, she's a bit confused, but then she starts to make herself useful around the house, you know, and stuff like that. And there are automatons living in Metheus's house, and her fascination with them is just beautiful. She constantly wants to know, like, how each and every little thing works and how they're created, and that's beautiful. I like that about Pandora. I did. But overall, lads, I'm sad to say, I said, you know, that this one did not hit as hard as the other two books that I have read from this author. Now, I didn't despise it. I didn't hate the book or anything like that. Like, I still read it. Like, if I really, really disliked it, I would have DNF'd it and we wouldn't be sitting here right now. But I can't, I mean, I'm not all that well-versed when it comes to the story of Pandora, if I'm being completely real with you. All I know is a thing with a box, you know, and she opened it and all hell broke loose, quite literally. Throat's getting a bit dry, so let's take a water break, shall we? Have you drunk water today? Go drink some water. So anyway, you know, what I liked about it was I liked Pandora in her tenacity, and she doesn't give up, and her fascination with the automatons and how they worked and how curious she was about things, how smart she was. Like, I like that about her. I like that about her, okay. Metheus, on the other hand, he felt a bit flat. He felt a bit two-dimensional. You know, he kind of felt like every other male love interest that's all, like, grumpy at first, but then slowly softens as the relationship goes on. Although, being honest, the relationship in general, for me, didn't feel very fleshed out. It all felt a bit rushed a little bit. And whenever they finally did get together, it felt very surface level. It felt very puppy love. It felt very, I don't know, it felt like they were obsessed with each other, and and that's fine, but like I just didn't feel any depth when it came to their relationship. And if I'm being honest, the plot overall in this book really confused me. Like, time and time again, I was sitting thinking, what is even happening right now? What's going on? Why are we doing what we're doing? And I felt like it wasn't explained well enough for me. Maybe I'm just stupid, but that's how I felt when I was reading it. And and Pandora's overall development, I remember seeing in reading a review of it on Goodreads. It was a 2-star review, and the person was talking about how didn't feel like there was enough character development with Pandora, because she was meant to, like, she was created by the gods, yeah, and they gave her all these personality traits, but that didn't necessarily mean she knew everything about everything, and she didn't really have enough, like, naivete when it, you know what I mean? Like, if she was like really naive in the beginning and then overall sort of develop a little bit more, just there just wasn't enough of that. And feeling that, I was just like, why are we doing what we're doing? Why? And like towards the end as well, a certain thing happened towards the end, like a certain character did something, and I'm literally like, why? What is happening? What is going on? I don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. And yeah, Pandora towards the end kind of annoyed me a little bit, because she was just I was just like, I don't know if I like you anymore. You're kind of annoying me a little bit. You're kind of you're not really listening to what anybody is telling you. And yeah, you're meant to make me think she's meant to be this strong, powerful woman. And I get that, I guess, in some aspects. She doesn't really let Mateos bring her down, even though towards the start of the book and whenever they first met each other, he wasn't very nice to her, but she didn't really take any of it in. She was just like, right, whatever, screw you. I'm just going to do whatever I want. I'm going to be useful around this house. I'm going to do me. And, that was all grand, but like, this wasn't the 5-star read I thought it was going to be. So for that and that alone, I was generous on Goodreads and gave it a 4, but then upon reflection, I've brought it down to a 3. But it could very well be a 2.5, because my enjoyment level of this book was just very, very low, I'm afraid. But like, does that mean that I'm not gonna read any more of B. Fitzgerald's books? No, absolutely not. Like that, I'm gonna read whatever it is that she puts out in the future. Just this one, you weren't it, I'm afraid. I couldn't really make head or tail of like the how, the what, the when, the where, the why. It was more why. Like, I was sitting there just very confused. I was like, why are we doing what we're doing right now? Why are you doing this? Why is she so angry that you are doing this? And then why, like, right, I'm going to say something, right? If you don't want to be spoiled, just pause the video for a second until I put my hand down, right? Prometheus's wife shows up, right? And, Pandora and Mateus are trying to concoct this plan to, like, fool the gods or something. Like, again, why? Why are we doing, like, I was so confused. And then Prometheus' wife shows up and she's all angry, stabs Matthias, and then starts destroying everything. And I'm like, why is this woman throwing a tantrum? You haven't fully explained why you're doing what you're doing. You're just being so vague right now, and it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. Prometheus was meant to play I feel like Prometheus was meant to play a bigger role in this than he actually would, but like, he did nothing. Like, I'm done with spoilers. You can unmute the video. It just annoyed me. I don't like reading a book where I don't fully grasp what's happening or the concept or whatever. Like, it just annoyed me. So on that note, before I get too riled up, I'm going to stop this video now. That's my review on this book. Please don't take it that I despised it. I didn't hate it. I liked some aspects of it, but at the same time, it didn't hit as hard as the other two. So Am I still going to read B. Fitzgerald's books in the future? Yes, yes I am. Would I still recommend them to you? Yes, yes I would, because there might be some of you out there that read this and like it a lot more than me. That's just who we are as readers, you know what I'm saying? So on that note, I'm going to stop talking. All of my socials are down below as always. Blue Sky, Instagram and Threads. My TikTok is down there too. If you want to follow me on there, that'd be lovely. Or if you want to just subscribe to this channel, you can do that. Ring the bell so the algorithm knows you like me. Getting to 500 subscribers would be nice, because I'm at like 430 something. So getting to 500 would be really nice. Anyway, no pressure. So yeah, leave a like so the algorithm knows you like me. And I will see you next week on Tuesday for another video, which hopefully won't be as downhearted as this one. Bye.